Okay, I want to get deep for a moment. I want to get real because I've learned a lot from suffering with chronic pain for a very long time. And from the outside, you may see some problems that people are having, or even internally, right? You understand some of the problems that you have. But I feel like this one thing is really overlooked by not only people who suffer with chronic pain and don't realize that this is taking place all the time, but people on the outside, they've got no idea, right? The sort of effect that chronic pain can have on you. Now, there's a whole host of other things, right? But the loneliness that comes from chronic pain is immeasurable. It's really, I would say, the most detrimental thing to your health is the loneliness that you get from your chronic pain. Now, from the outside, it can be like, say your friends looking at you, and they might just see you go through physical pain, right? Or maybe emotional pain, mental pain, because you can't do things that you like to do, right? But I would say more than that, the loneliness that it creates for you suffering with chronic pain is the worst of it all. It really sends you down a vicious cycle of negativity. So that's what I want to talk about today. I don't really like dwelling on the past or thinking about the negative things, but I think this is a really important lesson I learned and observed as I'm sort of coming out the other side, and no one ever talks about it, or no one's ever open about it. So I just want to talk about it a little bit, just to give sort of awareness of the effects that it can have, what happens, and just let you know you're not alone, right? It really makes you feel like you're alone. And the thing is, you have to go deep, you have to analyze it, and you have to really go deep to get through and to go out the other side. So it has been one of the main problems that I've faced, right? And only sort of now, when I'm taking the time to reflect back in the past and what's affected me, how it's affected me, and what's happened because of it, I realised that the loneliness that comes from chronic pain has been the stem, has been the root that has grown into a plethora of other problems that I suffer with. So what do I mean by the loneliness, right? First of all, no one understands what you're going through. Everyone has their own special problems and challenges they face, things they go through. However, chronic pain is a different thing. It's a different beast, because it's not like there's an obvious cause of it, right? It's just there, constantly there. There's no real escape from it. And people can't empathize with you, right? They think that you're just making it up, or they've got absolutely no idea what it's like to be in pain for 24/7, right? It's a very special feeling. Now, obviously you don't know what they're going through, but you really get this feeling that no one understands what you're going through, and that can sort of draw you further apart from your friends, from your family, and you just sort of, not resent, right, but you just want them to understand. And the less and less they do understand, the more and more things get worse, and then the gap between you just gets bigger, right? Now, another thing is you feel like nobody is able to help you look for the root causes of your problem. Now, I had this for years and years and years. I would see these healthcare professionals, be in and out of meetings. I basically lived at the doctor's for like 6 years, and they just want to cover it up with medication. I mean, I was in a position where they wouldn't do tests on my body because I wasn't at either of the extremes. So I wasn't obese, I wasn't anorexic, so I couldn't have nutritional advice, and I wasn't dizzy or faint, so I couldn't get brain scans, and I was just always in this sort of state of hanging there, literally, like, just felt like nobody was out to help me. No one was out to help look for the actual root cause of the problem, right? It just makes you, it can make you depressed easily. Like, you just feel like you shouldn't be relying on other people, right, to tell you how to live your life. But it's confusing. Like, when your entire body is in pain all day, every day, you want to know a reason for that, right? And people not helping you shouldn't, like I said, you shouldn't rely on other people to help you, but you also feel very lost, right? And having people to help you would be an incredible asset. So when you do speak to these people and they just want to put your medication, they don't actually want to help you find the root cause and fix your problems, it can be incredibly demoralizing and make you feel very lonely, like you are alone in this journey. Now, going back to people not understanding not only the chronic pain, right, but you also have where simple tasks, like even getting out of bed in the morning, right, is such a mountain to climb when you suffer with chronic pain, because you're just in your head so much. You know that every day is going to be a struggle. Getting out of bed is going to be a struggle. And people can't empathize with that, right? People wake up, they're all hyped for the day, they're energetic until something goes wrong. But when you're in chronic pain, every day is a struggle, right? People can't understand that. So yeah, another thing that I suffered with, and I'm sure many other people do, right? You can't actually keep up with your friends or hobbies or things that you like, right? Because I'm a really active person. I was a really active person. I love sports. I skateboarded for like however many years, 14 years or something. I love swimming, hiking, but I had to stop doing it because my body just couldn't handle it. It couldn't keep up with what I wanted to do. So then the distance between your friendship groups that do these things, or people that you hang out with anyway, it all just starts building this gap and just leads to loneliness, right? In all aspects. So it can really badly affect you. All of these things just end up in a vicious cycle of negativity. And compounding is powerful. However, a lot of people let negative compounding take over their lives. And all the bad habits that you have, they all stack on top of each other, and it all just drains your energy in such a negative way. Your thought energy, your actual physical energy all gets drained because you're sort of in this mindset and you're telling yourself that I'm alone in this and I'm not worthy and I'm not strong enough to do this, because it feels like no one's on your side, right? I always struggled with finding people who had any idea what I was going through, and I still do, right? It's so hard to see the positive side of things when you're in this vicious cycle of negativity. And that's what people without chronic pain have no idea, right? Because it's so easy. Everything is so triggering, right? And now I'm not talking about like, oh, they said something and I'm triggered by it. I'm on about you get out of bed and you stand up and you're just in pain. Like, that is triggering emotionally, right? You're like, fuck man, this sucks. Like, but you gotta get on with it, right? And it's all about the little wins. That is the most important thing, right? It's all about the little wins, and that's your day with chronic pain. That is your day. You take little win by little win by little win, and you get through the day. Now, this loneliness, right? It sucks. However, understand the potential in it, right? I've come to learn that I am by myself, right? I'm alone in this journey, and this is what has given me strength. It can be so hard to realize the strength within you, but when you do, when you look in the mirror, tell yourself that you can do it, and then when you do it, it's life-changing, right? Everything in your life is down to you. Your reality is everything you've ever seen or heard or smelled or interacted with. It's got nothing to do with other people, and so you shouldn't be looking to other people to heal you, right? This is where I went wrong for so long. I wanted people to tell me exactly how to do it step by step, and I've come to learn that it's all down to me, and it's all down to you to make the changes in your life. It's all down to you. You are the main character in your journey, and so it doesn't matter if people give you the step by step of what you need to do. You need to do it, and you need to know that you are worthy of healing. You are capable of changing. You've got to go through it to get through it, right? If you want to come out the other side and live a pain-free life, you got to go through it, right? You got to go deeper into the suck and realize that life is hard for you, right? Once you've realized that, you need to understand the experience and the journey that you've been on will shape you into something incredible. Now, like I said at the beginning, everyone has their own special problems that they face, but chronic pain and fatigue, right? When you come out the other side, you'll be stronger than anyone you know. You'll be stronger than you even knew was possible. And that's the beauty of it. You've done the hard work. You've lived through the shit. Which is why now, as I'm coming out the other side, I feel an immense happiness. When I meditate, when I pray, my mind is there, right? Making the mindset shift that you've been through the shit. You go through the shit, right? And you are capable of changing. You are worthy of changing. And I know that when I come out the other side, when I wake up energized and not in pain, right? But happy, I know I'll be stronger than anyone I know. So I've been through it. To get through it, you got to go through it. And I've been through it. So, just wanted to make this video, going a bit deeper on something that is really a topic that no one sort of talks about or understands, and I just want you to know that I understand. I've been at the bottom of the spiral. Every day is a struggle, I know that. And just realise, when you come out the other side, you're going to change the world. You are worthy. You're an amazing human. I wish you all the best. If you want to reach out, I'm here to chat. Send me a message. All the best. God bless.